제 198회 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Arirang TV's Let's Speak Korean. I'll be your host Lisa Kelly and sitting beside me is, wow, you're looking really nice today.
Oh, thank you very much. I wore a nice bright, what color is this?
I don't know.
Pink? Pink
Orange,
again.
pink, red,
안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. Thank you all for joining us once again. We're going to talk about different clothes today, as you might have guessed from our opening. Mente. Mente is short for comment in Korean. They say mente a lot. And we've got two students along with us.
Hello, I'm Valentina. I'm from Russia. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Hello everyone, I'm from Japan. Yoshi라고 합니다. konnichiwa.
Yoshi, nice to see Yoshi.
And as always, our students are dressed up for our show. They're always wearing the Let's Speak Korean show. Depending on where you go and what the weather is and what the event is, you dress accordingly. That's what we're going to talk about today. Go ahead and take a listen to our lesson.
Wrap it up
With Lisa
and Steven. 우와, 리사 씨 오늘 눈이 부십니다.
파티라서 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요.
자주 이렇게 입으세요.
그럴까요? The first line there, kind of like what I said to Stephen earlier. Wow, Stephen, you're looking awesome today. Whoa, whoa. Wow, Lisa 씨, 오늘 눈이 부십니다. Okay? Oh, you know, I can't even see that's how striking you look today. You're shining, you're looking hot. That looks like a hot pink shirt to me.
And this is rather bright, isn't it? Now that I see it on the screen there. Anyway, yeah. 눈이 부셔. 눈이 부십니다 is the high form. So I'm kind of teasing Lisa a little bit because we don't normally use the high form with each other. 눈이 부십니다.
But it can also mean literally that, but when you're dressed up and looking really nice and got your hair done and your makeup on, what do you usually say? Wow, you're glowing. You look good. You're radiating. In other words, you're complimenting someone. You look hot today. Let's try complimenting each other, okay? Valentina, compliment Yoshi. Wow, Yoshi, 오늘 눈이 부십니다.
와, 요시, 오늘 눈이 부십니다.
Very good.
Compliment Valentina.
와우.
Valentina.
바렌티나. 와우, 바렌티나. 눈이 부십니다.
감사합니다.
Good.
Very nice. Okay, try complimenting each other. And Lisa responds by saying, well, I'm going to a party. That's why I'm dressed up like this. 파티라서 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요. Party is 파티라서 화려하다. Okay, you know, you hear lots of men complimenting women by saying, oh, you look 화려하다, or your hair is wow, or 화려하다 means it stands out a lot. Okay, it's not normal looking. In other words, it is a compliment, right?
It's kind of bright, shiny, and what are we going for here?
Flashy.
We're going for something that's, a little bit flashy and maybe a little bit gaudy. Oh, 화려한 옷. Oh, wow, 화려해요. And here we had 파티라서, which we've had before. We had once before. They drop the sol sometimes, right? Don't they? Because I have a party. I've got to go to a party. So, something. Sometimes it's 파티라, blah, blah, blah. Here they're saying 파티라서, blah, blah, blah. And then we have 화려한 옷. And when do you usually wear 화려한 옷? 봄이라서, what? 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we say 입어봤어요, it's not 입었어요 and 입어봤어요 is a little different. I tried wearing something a little flashy because it's spring versus 입었어요 is I am wearing something.
And now, let's say you want to do summer. It's summer. So what do you want?
여름이라서.
여름이라서.
How about this?
시원한.
시원한 옷을 입어봤어요. Yeah, and then we've got, what comes after summer, of course? 가을이라서.
You wear warm clothes, right?
Sure, you would wear something along these lines, wouldn't you? And
What are warm
what would you call that?
따뜻한.
따뜻한, yes. 따뜻한 옷을
입어봤어요.
Very good.
Okay, so enough review. Next line. 자주 이렇게 입으세요. Steven saying he likes that look, so 자주 이렇게 입으세요. Wear this kind of look often. 이렇게, like this.
Yes, and often you could say like that. You could say the same thing in English too, right? Oh, you should wear stuff like this more often. Or you should wear stuff like this more often. Same thing. How would you do that in Korean? 이렇게, 자주 이렇게 입으세요. And then you follow that one up with
그렇게
자주
입으세요.
그렇게 입으세요. And let's say it's just a little bit farther away. What do you follow it up with?
저렇게.
저렇게, 자주 저렇게 입어보세요.
And of course, you would respond by saying, 그럴까요? Shall I do that? 그럴까요? How about we just say that to each other, okay? 자주 이렇게 입으세요? 그럴까요?
자주 이렇게 입으세요?
그럴까요?
Yeah.
And we're asking kind of right now, right?
Yeah, well, it's not a question. You're saying, 이렇게 입으세요. You tell him, and then he says, oh, shall I? After you said, do this. And you say, oh, what do you think? Good
So
idea?
let me and Steven say it for you. 자주 이렇게 입으세요. It looks good on you.
그럴까요? Remember, this is short for 그렇게 할까요? That's what it's short for. 그렇게 할까요? Gets shortened to 그럴까요?
네. Okay, well, shall we go take a look at the Korean Insight?
그럽시다.
Okay, 그럴까요? Let's take a look. Korean Insight.
안 되는데.
Steven, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to get this stuff to work, but none of it'll work. My 믹서기 안 되고, 토스트기 안 되고, 전자레인지 안
I want to
되고.
plug it in, maybe? That's probably why. Anyways, you're using the wrong words. Teach them the English version.
Why, what's wrong with that? 믹서기.
If you add a ghee to almost any appliance, it kind of works though.
Yeah, there you
but,
go.
we call it mixer, the mixer ghee.
And what do we call it in English, though? We call it a hand blender, don't we? We don't use the word mixer very often. Normally we say blender, at least where I come from. Somebody, somewhere along the way, called it a mixer, because now it's a mixogi.
Well, that's what it does, it mixes. And of course, this is the toaster, which we call the toastgi, or I guess sometimes people call it like a these days.
That's what, yeah, but
And then
that's those of us from other places.
the microwave is called a 전자 range. 전자 is electronic appliance, and then range. Why would they call it a range?
And what a great opportunity to learn the word 전자, which is electrical. Electricity is 전자. You can go to 전자land over in Yongsan, 전자시장. They've
and
got
buy
all the
전자용품, right?
They've got all the electrical appliances, so of course a 전자레인지 is a microwave, at least where we come from. It's called a microwave, right? And then you can also, a 레인지 happens to come from a stove,
Right.
which they usually, it's gas in Korea, so they call it a ga스레인지, right?
Well, while I go and help you plug in all these
Thank
things,
you.
why don't you go and take care of our grammar
Oh,
test,
good.
okay?
You be plugging in, and I'll be summarizing.
All
Okay. 파티라서, because there's a party. 파티라서 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요. I wore some fancy clothes. I decided to try wearing some fancy clothes.
All right, let's go and take one final look at our lesson for today before we end the show.
우와, 리사 씨, 오늘 눈이 부십니다.
파티라서 화려한 옷을 입어봤어요.
자주 이렇게 입으세요.
그럴까요?
리사 씨 왜 그러세요?
추워서 따뜻한 옷을 입어봤어요.
Aha.
But I'm hot now, so I just throw it
Isn't she
away.
good with practicing? Yes. More practice, more practice.
Okay.
Oh,
왜 그래요?
oh, look at those ugly shoes. Jin.
궁금해서 신어봤어요. Okay,
아하.
신발. Okay, that's enough practice for today. Hope you enjoyed our show and hope you'll join us back here next time for another edition of Let's Speak Korean. Bye-bye.
바이바이.
In the meantime,
안녕, kom.
아랑TV.com. Bye bye.